Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? ANZD here with a second stimulus package and second stimulus check update. And what's going on in Washington, D.C. in terms of a second stimulus package? Now, many of you probably heard or know about this by now, but there's a new proposal that was announced about a week ago that's on the proposal table right now. It's not fully detailed out, or the language is not worked out yet, but they're going back and forth between different Democrats and Republicans, and it's a bipartisan bill. So right now it's getting a lot of support, and it even getting support from Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, and President Trump. So right now let's talk a little bit more about the bill. If you haven't heard about it, it's a $908 billion COVID release bill, and that's what they're referring to as a COVID release bill. And this new bill has been proposed by bipartisan party, built up of both Republicans and Democrats. And I believe they have some people from the Senate, and also now they're having people from the House of Representatives also coming around to support this new bipartisan bill. And like I was saying earlier, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is also coming around and supporting passing this bill through before the end of the year, in addition to Mitch McConnell and President Trump. So if it's going that way and they get the language out and you have both parties willing to support it, and you have all the leaders within the House of Representatives as well as the Senate willing to get down and write out the language for this bill, we might be able to see a second stimulus package, well, actually a second stimulus relief package coming out of Washington, D.C. Now, recently in an interview, one of the senators involved in this bipartisan team that put this bill together, Senator Bill Cassidy, who is a Republican, said that he won't rule out stimulus check for next year, but for right now, this stimulus package, they are focusing more on targeted areas and getting money to where it's needed, such as education, renters moratorium, mortgage forbearance, transportation, and a variety of key issues that they said will keep the government and the country running. Now, this bill that was introduced could be a part of the larger end of the year budget bill that they're going to be working on this week, that they're negotiating on. Because remember, about a month or two ago, they were supposed to be working on the next budget bill for this fiscal year that's coming up right now, that we're in right now, basically. And they just continued it. So they said, well, we're just going to stick with the current budget and let's continue this further months down the way, because we have the election coming up. In addition to that, they was trying to also work out a second stimulus package. So now with the election out the way, we still have to work about the budget, because really and truly the deadline for that budget was December 11th. And from what reports are saying is that they're extending that budget for another week or two. Not exactly sure if this budget is going to go into the 2021. It shouldn't. But right now, Congress is saying that they're going to stick around. They're going to work on the budget in addition to working on this stimulus relief package, this COVID stimulus relief package that they will try to include with the larger budget. So with the current proposal, $908 billion, it's less than half of what the Democrats wanted from before. It's actually, way less, because remember back in with the HEROES Act back in May, they started off with about 3.4. Then they went from $3.4 trillion down to $2.2 trillion. Then we had the Problem Solving Caucus Committee came in. The Problem Solving Caucus Committee came in. That was also a bipartisan team of both Republicans and Democrats, and they came up with some numbers. First, they was at 1.5, then it came to like 1.7, and then it was between 1.7 and 1.9. But at the time, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi wasn't budging. She wanted a $2.2 trillion because she think that if that would have passed through, it wouldn't have been any more access to any relief fund or anything like that, any more stimulus fund. But now she's agreeing to this one that's like half less than that. But they're saying that right now, even though it's half of what they originally wanted, they are saying that it will do for now. So it's going to be due for now, and they'll provide some kind of relief going into the first quarter. And that was said by Senator Manchin. Senator Manchin is one of the key figures in this bipartisan deal that's coming up. And like I said, right now it's getting support from Democrats. Right now it's getting support from Democrat leaders. It's getting support from the Republican leaders such as Mitch McConnell, in addition to President Trump saying that he's willing to support and sign the bill into law. So with that said, it'll be a great thing, I guess, to get some kind of relief fund in addition to working out the budget for the next coming fiscal year. So they work out the budget in addition to putting the stimulus bill in it. And one thing about the stimulus bill, the stimulus proposal, is that they will be using majority of the money from the leftovers HEROES Act, because there's money put to the side from the HEROES Act, I believe almost maybe about $300 billion. So reports are saying that they're going to use about $300 billion from the HEROES Act. They're going to use $300 billion from the they're going to use $300 billion from the CARES Act leftover, and in addition to this right here is probably going to be another $600 billion. So really and truly, it's more closer to what Mitch McConnell was going for. But we have the Democrats leader saying that this right now would do good for now, and when we come back, when Joe Biden take over the presidency, then we can go back and try to work out on another stimulus package. And remember, it's not a stimulus bill. This one is not a stimulus bill. They're looking at it more towards being a relief package to help out what's going on right now, to fund things like education, transportation, vaccine, testing and tracing, the PPP program. And this is just to stabilize things for the next few months. Like I said before, President-elect Biden will take over. Another thing that could hold this up, just like other bills before, is many things about the liability protection, which might be holding up the whole process and the whole details. So this might go into 2021, hopefully not, because right now Congress is saying that they're not going to take vacation until all of this is worked out along with the budget. So let's go over it real quick. What's included in this new proposal? We have $300 per week additional unemployment insurance. We have extended eviction freeze, and it's also going to help out landlords as long as they don't evict anybody. So it's going to be some kind of details, some kind of language in there that will help out these landlords with their mortgage, with paying their mortgage, so they don't have to lose on their homes or their houses as long as they're not evicting these tenants. Other things is they're going to reauthorize the Paycheck Protection Program. So basically they're going to get some more money for the Paycheck Protection Program, because that program was kind of like, it was all over the place. And even that one even got more relief funds. So before, I'm not talking about currently going to get more relief fund. That one had relief fund before, where they was funding the Paycheck Protection Program. You had some business, like they were saying, like business that you would consider big business was actually considered small business, and they were getting access to some of this money. So they're going to reauthorize everything, go back, put some more money in the Paycheck Protection Program, and also money for broadband for education. And so they're gonna put up some money for broadband infrastructure, having broadband being more wide, so people can have access to broadband, to the internet, to Wi-Fi, especially with a lot of people doing homeschool and remote learning. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bill, we have about 1 week left with Congress in session, and then they're supposed to go on vacation. But right now, Congress is saying that they're not going to go on vacation until they get this proposal work out, in addition to introducing it to the budget bill. So once again, it's Anzi Dawkins. Hope you got some value out of this. Please continue to be safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, keep your hands away from your eyes, nose, and mouth, and please continue to be safe, and continue to show your loved ones love and care, and just continue to pray, and we're going to make it through this, all right? If you haven't got access to that Acorn app yet, and you have about $5 a month to invest, go ahead and download the Acorn app to your smartphone or device. And also, after you activate everything, you have everything running, find 2 more friends that will be interested in investing, maybe as little as $5 a month, and you get those 2 friends to sign up, and you yourself will get about $50 to invest, and each one of your friends will also get $5. So it's like a win-win situation. All you got to do is have like a smart device, download that Acorn app. If you don't have access to that Acorn app, I'm gonna leave my link in here, and yeah, if you sign up, then we both will get $5. So once again, it's Anzi Dawkins. Hope you got some value out of this. Please like, comment, and share, and I'll see you next time. Peace.